We're going to go up Highway 67 now into Clay County and talk with the Corning Bobcats and Coach Farrell Shelton. And, Coach, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't mention this. You are actually headed into the Missouri Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame for your time spent at Kirkwood High School. So we want to say congratulations to you for that. And with that, I'll let you introduce yourself and the players you brought along with you today and give us an opening statement.
Okay, thank you. Farrell Shelton, second year at Corning. The players I brought with me are three seniors, running back Landon Lucas, center Tim Hufford, and tight end DN Eli Mason. This year, we're our second year. Like I said, my second year here. I've been in Missouri for 31 years, so I think our goals are, improved this year, just based on that we've got a better chance of knowing each other. Our seniors have put their time in, just like all the great programs that are here. Last year was, we had some growing pains. I think the conference we play in is a very well-coached, conference. Every team there is prepared, just like I heard the coach there from Middleton. So it's no matter if we're in Missouri or Arkansas, it's good football. And for us, this year we're hoping that we can take a bigger leap than last year, especially based with the seniors that we have.
So, Coach, just real quick, with your spending the majority of your career in Missouri, now that you've got a year in Arkansas under your belt, what's been the biggest adjustment, if anything, coming from Missouri ball to Arkansas ball?
Well, in Missouri, I coached in the Class 6, so it was just the sheer numbers. But our I guess handicap would be that our depth, but it's football. And for me personally, yes, there is the X and O part of it, but the part, the goal is still the same to me is it's about the relationships. Long after football, that you have relationships with these guys, and I think the process in which we go through it.
All right, I'm going to direct this at each of the players, and Landon, we'll start with you. Obviously, every year your goal is to end the season in the playoffs. But if you can't do that, the next best way to end your season is beating your biggest rival, especially when you haven't beaten them in a few years. So give me your thoughts on being able to finish the season on a positive note with getting that Rice Bowl trophy.
I mean, yeah, obviously that's the first game that we circle every year, But we like to look forward past that and venture on to the playoffs. That's our biggest goal this year. And, Piggott, they're good. We would like to give them their own right now, but that's what we look forward to is that playoff victory.
Anything to add to that?
It feels great to end the year on a win like that, but we just got to look forward to the playoffs. That's what any team should be doing.
Sure. Eli?
Pretty much what Landon said. Beating Piggott's always good, but we want to go forward and get some playoff wins this year.
So not to keep harping on that rivalry trophy game, but I know how big that is to the Corning community. Coming off of a win in that game, does that provide extra motivation coming into this year to build off of that and, like you guys were talking about, get back into the playoffs?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's basically what we started our off season on, and how tremendous a good off season is and how far that goes. So that is big for us.
I feel like it not only motivates us, but the fans are going to be excited too. That's what we ended on last year, and hopefully that's what we can start off with this year.
Like you said, they kept it for a while, so that we got it now, so we plan on keeping it for even longer than they did.
So, Coach, you have, I believe you had some staff changes in the offseason. You want to talk about your assistants coming into this year?
Yeah, we lost Coach Golden. Coach Golden left and went to Brooklyn. We added Coach Kyle George, our head baseball coach. He's a Corning through and through, born, educated, and raised there. So, and his son will be coming through our program. We added Coach Daniels, same way. Went through Corning, graduated. Will really help, especially in our junior high program. And then we added Coach Trevor Brodges, again, a Corning alumni. So, just those guys, again, the relationships they can build with the players helps tremendously, being that they are, their ground roots are in Corning helps with our fans and, anything that we need. And the kids know that, there's, when someone's from Corning, they kind of know the background, and it helps me, and it also, helps our kids also.
So with new assistants coming in and some different personnel coming up, same scheme as last year, offensively and defensively?
Yeah, again, because of depth, we've had to change a few things, just with numbers, but we'll be a run game oriented. I think what we're most excited about is our we're heavy senior on our line. We'll start 6 seniors all the way across our offensive line, or from tackle to tackle. When Eli at our tight end, we'll start a senior running back, and we'll start a senior quarterback. And as a coach, any coach here, that when you've got a senior who's been in the program now and they started for 2 years, that they've got the experience. The game slows down for the seniors. For a coach, it'll put you a little more at rest, because you're putting it in the hands of seniors and everything is not a new experience. Defensively, we'll switch a little bit more to a 4-man front. Again, just because of some kids that we've lost in the program and what's the strength of our team.
So Eli, and I'll give this to you other two as well, but Eli, I'll start with you. Give him a break and go back the other way. Being that you're a senior this year and you've seen highs and lows in this program, what is, if you had to nail it down to one thing this year that would lead to success for the Bobcats, what would that one thing be?
Probably like the focus of each players, to just like on how in detail everything is, to get everything perfect, because the little things is what makes you a good football team. Just right steps on blocks and how to break down and tackle, and just how everybody's just come together and got a very good work ethic through the whole team.
I agree with Eli, but another thing is team bonding. There's been years in the past where we've kind of had arguments out on the field, and you just can't have that in football. You got to play as a team, and I feel like we've been playing as a team here recently. That's going to help us out a lot this year.
I think the most crucial thing is kind of like what Coach Shelton said, is just the leadership within the senior class. Like, that's a very crucial thing, and it's proved to us over the last few years that that's very crucial to us.
And you guys going out, this is your last go-around with it. How important is it to you guys to, in your final year, make sure that you lay that good foundation for the next couple of years coming up, and kids coming up, maybe kids that are even playing in elementary right now, looking up at you guys, and then 5-10 years down the road, they can look back and say, hey, this was the class that really got things going for us. How important is it to leave that good legacy?
I think it's very important, because like whenever we grew up watching Corning football, they didn't win, so if we can turn it around now and keep it rolling on for the younger kids coming up now, make the community be a lot more positive, because you all got something to look forward to on Friday nights, and just start everything, keep it rolling, get the wins coming.
Hey guys, I know that the last couple of years you guys haven't gotten to play a complete season because of COVID. What impact did that have on you guys, just as players mentally during the season? Eli, you want to start that?
I would say just like our sophomore year, we didn't even know if we was going to have a season, so I would just say you never know when it's going to go away, so play every game like it's your last one, and play every practice like it's your last one.
Yeah, it's tough to not know week to week if you're going to be playing that week. It's going to affect your practices, your games, everything. You just got to adapt to it and overcome what's going on.
Absolutely, it's a setback. We got to go into every week wanting to win the game, but now we got to worry about if we're even going to play that game. So it's very tough.
Thanks, guys.
So you guys have seen, like I said, you've seen the ups and the downs on this program, and it's always been said that winning is contagious and losing is too. Coming out of some of the hardships that you've seen in this program, what's been the biggest obstacle to overcome to not let your mind go to a place of when one bad thing happens, it turns into 2 and then into 3 and into 4? So what's been the biggest obstacle to overcome with that? Landon,
well, as a coach, it's exactly that. It's getting them out of that rut, to understand that, we have to play in the football part. We have to play for the next play, and not harp on it. Don't let one play turn into 2 bad plays, which then one bad game turns into 2 or 3 bad games. And what coaches in our program is, we got to get rid of that excuse. Okay, there's been down years. We can't fall back. You've got the built-in excuse if you want it, if you want to move on, and like you said, and if we want to be the program. And their legacy for seniors, the question about if we can get them winning, yeah, that's your legacy as a senior as you want to go out. So we're not going to use that as a crutch anymore. That's in the past, like these guys said, and we've got to look forward to tomorrow or the very next play.
So, Coach, we'll wrap it up here and just let you give a closing statement and your outlook for the season.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for doing this. I know all the kids in Northeast Arkansas appreciating the teams. Again, I think, coming together, watching our seniors play, hopefully, watching them go out on a legacy that, like Eli said, that younger kids in our community is going to be proud of us. I'm proud of our seniors this year. They know how important it is to bring the younger kids along. We don't have division, but our seniors understand the leadership. Like I said, we play in a very well-coached conference, and we'll see what happens.
All right, Corning Bobcats. Look out for them this year in their conference. They're going to make some noise. I kind of have a feeling about it. Thank you so much, Coach. We appreciate you coming out. We're going to step aside for a quick break, and when we come back, I believe we're going to have the Blytheville Chickasaws up next. We'll be back right after this.
Centennial Bank is committed to